So this is about my painting, the Jacobite Stramash. It's the story of Bonnie Prince Charlie, and when he was a 23-year-old he came to Britain aiming to become the King of Scotland and the King of Britain. Bonnie Prince Charlie had been groomed to be the King of Britain, but he knew he only had one shot. So he bought some weapons and set off in two boats, but one of them sank. And he raised the standard in the end, just with him arrived on the west coast with 7 men. And he raised the standard, and then a load of Jacobites followed him to Edinburgh. The people of Edinburgh had the chance to fight, but they didn't. And in the event, on the 17th of September 1745, they trotted through and he became the King of Scotland. Basically, I did a certain amount of research about the building. This is the Netherwell Gate, which was knocked down in 1764. I think really it would have been much bigger than I painted it, but it's just the way it's worked out, I'm afraid. You know, I researched a lot about the history of the actual event. It's a fortunate coincidence that it's now appearing in the Netherwell Theatre, which is where the event happened. Symbolically, Charlie stood as a living embodiment of the Lion Rampant flag. The Lion Rampant stands for rule by domination. Lions are only kings of the beast because they eat the other animals. I prefer the unicorn, which is the Scottish standard bearer. This unicorn is the king of the night and stands for rule by consensus. This project took about 2-3 years to complete, on and off, kind of binges on the thing, and it was really a case of a test piece of trying to work out how to do paintings of this nature. Great big epic crowd scenes. The painting started at Leith School of Art, stretched on the walls of a church, Norwegian church. I was on scaffolding in a crowded room with certain time constraints. I only worked Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So what I had to do was eventually, I managed to get the feel of the thing, but I couldn't stand back from it and couldn't compose it, I couldn't get the crowd going. So eventually I took it home and I worked on it for a while at home, and then it still, when it went up in the Leith School of Art show, it was purgatory for me because the crowd just wasn't up to standard. My pride was dented by it all. So eventually, when I had my solo show in 2010, I stretched the whole thing out on the floor and I got involved in painting the visitors to the show into the crowd scene, and that made it happen. It breathed life into the ghosts, if you like, and that was so much better. The people in the painting were a mixture of people who were good friends, but also people who came to just be involved in the project. There was some media coverage, and so some of them were I had a guy called Archie who was just who wanted to be immortalised for posterity so his grandchildren could see it. You know, I think a lot of people felt that way, and certainly all of them are delighted because they all got a free poster for giving me their time. And you know, it was fun. It's and I think that we've become too readily seduced by cameras and instant imagery. But this is something that you have to be part of the story to be part of the story, you know.